Hello everyone, today we're going to be installing an AmeriMax vinyl gutter, and we're going to go through the instructions as we install it. First thing, as always, as you can see, of course you need goggles to protect your eyes, pencil or some type of marking tool, measuring tape, something to draw a line. Really not needed, I found out in my case, but depending how I'm just going to be installing 10 feet or less. If you got 20, 30, 40, of course you're going to need this, a chalk line, a level, some kind of hacksaw that will cut the vinyl, a drill of course will make things a lot quicker, and a screwdriver depending on the types of screws that you're going to be using. Like always, of course, the first thing you're going to measure, and you're going to draw a snap line 1/2 inch from the top of the fascia. So there's your fascia. You're going to draw 1/2 inch down from there, and then from there, every 10 feet, okay, you're going to drop 1/8 of an inch. So if, for example, you have 40 feet, okay, that you're working with, you're going to need to drop 1/8 times 4, or 1/2 inch. If you're doing 20 feet, then you're only going to drop down 1/4 of an inch. In my case, again, I'm doing 10 feet, or maybe even a little less, if I recall. This first one that I'm doing, and the only one I'm going to post a video on, so I only need to drop 1/8 of an inch, and that's so that the water flows properly and drains. Okay, this is the piece I'm doing the video on. It's 109 inches, and because of the end and where I want the drop outlet to go, I'm going to go for a total of 110 inches. So the total is 110 inches, but of course it's going to be the total. So what I did is I put the drop outlet on right here to the first stop that you can see there, and then including this and the end cap, even though it doesn't matter that much as far as the end cap, but I want about a total of 110 inches from here to where I'm going to cut. Actually, good thing I continued to read the instructions, and the way you see this like this is because I do not edit my videos. It's much better for my case to actually have the 110 inches, which is the total I want, with the end cap. But since the end cap is not really designed to fit on here as tight as it is here, another option you have, if it's similar to my case where this is at the end, just put your drain in, slide it in as you see that I did here. Okay, see there what I did, just slide it in. You can put then your end cap, and then what you do, depending where you want this, okay, you can move this and just drill a hole right here, or cut it out depending what type of tools you have, where now the water will drain out. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Again, in my case, just going to make a hole this side right here. Okay, I slid it back out so you can see it. So again, just put it in, which is what I'm going to do. Slide it all the way in, and then wherever I decide that this is going to go, okay, now I'm going to cut a hole so the water just goes right through here and out, and my end cap will be there. Okay, the next thing we have is installing the hooks. You have two options. I got the one-piece hooks, and they have two. So with the one-piece hooks, while it's on the ground, the gutter is on the ground, it says just go ahead, and I'll show you, but really easy. Slide the hooks onto the gutter, and from the end to the first one you have 12 inches. Okay, then depending on your area, down here where I'm at, there is no snow, so I'm gonna go probably around 24 inches. If you're up north and you have snow, or especially if you have a lot of snow, they recommend every 18 inches to have one of these hooks. So you go ahead and install the end cap, and then using the 1.5 screws which I purchased were right there in the same place where I got everything. You're going to go ahead and fasten the hooks onto the fascia on that guideline that you previously drew. On the top of the hooks should line up along the chalk line that you drew on figure 2.2. And I'll go ahead and give you this information, even though it's not for me. But if you have the two-piece hooks seen here, okay, it says detach the dovetails and trim off the excess. Fasten the dovetail to the fascia on the guideline, 12 inches. Same thing, okay, from here to here, 12 inches. You install these little clips, and the same thing here. Like where I'm at, probably going to go 24 inches because it's just rain. If you have maybe an area where you get a lot of snow, you may want to go 18 inches, which is what they recommend in those areas. So again, on the ground, you're going to slide the hooks onto the gutter, and you're going to install the caps as required. Align the hooks and snap them into the dovetails. Again, that line that you drew, that's what you use. As you can see here with the dovetails is a little different. They have the top, okay, but in my case, right here with that line, that's what it should look like. Okay, something has come up, and I'm not going to be able, looks like it's going to get dark soon, but let's see if I can finish. Just wanted to show you really quick what that looks like while it's on. And again, there's the screw right there that you screw in with the 1.5-inch screws, hopefully, that you got right there. Okay, and then you go by right there with the line that you drew. I don't, in my case, need any joiners, but if you do, there's the instructions for that. Separate the joiner pieces, slide inside piece under the back lip, then press firmly into the front lip. Okay, to connect the slide next gutter section onto the inner joint. From below, hook the outside joint piece over the back and snap over the front lip, secure as shown. Fasten 2 1/2-inch self-tapping rust-resistant screws, very important, through the dimples on the top edge of the outer joiner into the gutter. After reading all this, sounds very complex, but it's not. Very easy. Just slides in. You'll see the glue there. Okay, just make sure before you press to set the glue, release the glue, that everything is clicked in and everything is in its proper place. Okay. Okay, and there's the screws that they're talking about. Okay, recommended number 8, 1/2-inch. Okay, and there you snap that part in if you need that. Okay. I'm going to go with option 2, but if you want to go with option 1, it just says cut a 6-inch gutter length. You're going to install the hook on the end. Okay, you're going to slide it into the drop outlet and fasten it to the fascia. On option 2, you're going to run the last piece of the gutter through the drop outlet and cut a hole in the gutter directly over the downspout. Option 2 requires one end of the gutter length to be free to move back, and fourth, to accommodate the expansion contraction. Okay, so there's the option 2. For me, I just find it easier, but up to you. Okay, and for those doing option 2, it's saying the recommended maximum size of the hole is 2.5-inch. Right there. And also, of course, do not put screws through the drop outlet into the gutter, or you'll have leaks. Okay, now for the For the downspouts, you're going to secure an elbow to the drop outlet with 1/2 inch self-tapping tapping rust-resistant screw. Position an elbow against the wall. Measure the distance between and cut a downspout length to connect the elbow. Sounds very complicated, but it's not. Basically, what you're doing is this right here. Okay. You're doing, oops, there we go. This right here, okay? And then depending on where your wall ends, you're gonna have this coming down, and that's gonna decide the length of that piece right there. To assemble the downspouts, you're gonna determine the downspout length from the wall elbow to 6 inches. I mean, it's 6 to 12 inches above ground. You're gonna use a connector if the length exceeds 10 feet, okay? So depending, again, on the size of your house or your fascia where this is starting, depending if you have 10 feet more or less, is what they're talking about right here. Show you there. Okay, of course you can pause the video and see what I'm talking about here. So you want to go ahead and do this piece here, okay, up against the house, so you can decide once you do this what the distance is going to be from here to here, which is this piece. And also while you're doing that, it's going to decide this right here, okay, this length of this one right here, depending what you have. If you have a sidewalk here, if you have plants, whatever you have. Okay, so you're going to align and attach the 2 clips to the wall for every 10 feet of downspout. You're going to use, of course, suitable fasteners for depending what type of wall you have on your house. You're going to snap the downspout into the clips. Okay, oops, this right here. Okay, and secure an elbow to the bottom of the downspout. Okay. Next, we're going here to the diverter. You're going to attach the diverter to the bottom of the elbow, secure with a length of a downspout to the diverter using 1/2 inch self-tapping rust resistant. Again, very important. Screws, attach clip to the downspout to hold the extensions when upright. Okay, so very important. These are rust resistant screws. That snaps right in there. This that you see here is the bottom, which is this area right here. Okay. Okay, sorry wasn't able to finish properly, but due to weather and a couple other things really messed me up with this video. If you have any questions, just let me know. Again, I was able to get this end done. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, then because of how I said I was going to do it, all I need to do is drill a 2.5 inch hole right here, snap on the end cap, snap on the end cap on the other end there. Got these in, don't know if you can see them. Okay, and of course continue with this, which I can just show you. I don't fall off the ladder. Okay, I can just show you there. Okay, it's gonna run down the side of the house right there. If this right here can help you, you can pause it. Everything is right there, all the instructions I was following. This helped you, click like. One of my worst probably videos, sorry, but again, out of my hands, and I don't like to edit, and I don't want to stop and continue tomorrow with the video. So there it is. Any questions, ask on the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Very tired Patriot Marine signing out.